welcome to Sorare Sunday. This is for the 31st of March to the 6th of April, and I have a stinking cold, so I'm not going to spend too long on this one, I'm afraid. But let's get stuck in and see what happened this week. Okay, so as you can see, we got an okay weekend last weekend with 12 Essence that we won and 1,000 XP. If we go down, we got La Liga with this team. The standout player was Luca Becchio, I think is how you say it, getting an assist in 72. Pathé Cisse getting a 60, doing quite well, and getting us 500 XP. And if we go down, we didn't do great in the Bundesliga. The biggest annoyance is Atobulu Bolu, I think, got injured in this game, so he's going to be out for a little while. So we do have the backup keeper as a card, so we're going to be able to still play a Freiburg like stack, but I'm not sure how well they're going to do without their star keeper. But we got 500 XP for that game anyway. MLS, we didn't do great, got nothing for it. Champions, we were close to some rewards, but didn't do great either. Zion Suzuki showing that he's still a quality keeper with a 73 and a clean sheet. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw someone like Man United coming in for him next season. So having a card of Zion Suzuki might be quite good if you wanted to do Premier League or something like that. Then again, Man United are never really a good stack to have at the moment. In the classics, we didn't do that well. And then in Challenger, we did okay. Our Utrecht stack doing the best, giving us 5 XP. And Hormans is probably the one who stood out the best there. But Barkas also did really well with a clean sheet. Our kind of RZ and Willem hybrid stack did not great because they were 14 points from safety, which means they get relegated to Division 2. And then our NAC stack did okay, but not enough to get any rewards. I mean, 225s was never gonna do anything that amazing, was it? But Clint Lehman's did well. And then in the classics, we didn't get anything either, although 6 points off with this team, not terrible. And then in contender, we got 5 limited essence for our. It kind of, I don't know why. I'm trying to remember what I was thinking back with this, because we did a Hibs stack, but we didn't do all of them. We got 2 J League players in there for some reason. I'm not for the life of me sure why I did that. It was a bit strange, but it's a bit annoying because I imagine Hibs did quite well. I imagine we would have got a lot better if we'd have put 2 Hibs players in there, but we didn't. So I'm gonna have to look back, or no, because I don't go over what I do next week. So strange one. But in the classics, we didn't get anything close. In the under 23s, we were well off as well. Oliver Antman doing well again with a goal. He's been very good this season, although was disappointing on the international break. In the specials, I can't remember what this special was. I think it might have just been a cap. Fischer and Sommers doing okay, but we were, 36 points isn't too shabby. We were just a bit shy of getting something there. And as usual, we were well off with with our European classic team. So that was the weekend. Don't think there's anything else that I missed. Did we go over MLS? Can't remember. But there you go. There's some of the results that we got, and we also had an anti-stack specials, which we did not do well on, so didn't get anything. Then midweek we got 3 out of 16, 2 essence, which is laughable, and 1 box. Like, only getting 2 essence is crazy. That's such a low amount. So we're on 18 at the moment, but we've got boxes to open, so we should be able to do a pull today, hopefully. We got 1 box from this Cap 25 team, which was mainly the J League and also Marcus Harness, who's playing in the Championship for Derby. He's had a really good run. I think he actually has been nominated for Player of the month or something like that, getting 3 goals and an assist in his last 2 games there, but then dropped off with this one, so didn't do as well. But Ko doing pretty good with an 89 and an assist, and also Yamami. I don't know. That sounds like about right. I got an assist as well with 66. So yeah, we got box there. It's nothing like not a great box, but it's all right. With our Premier League, we got 500 XP with this one. Wan-Bissaka and Kilman doing a very good job in defence, apparently, even though they lost 1-0. We were 4 points from safety with this team, Nottingham Forest. Unfortunately, Hudson-Odoi I captained and he didn't play, even though Nottingham Forest played great and beat Man United. It just wasn't to be for our team, and Brentford were 28 points off closest to reward. We didn't have a lot of players who were doing that well. Damsgaard seems to have either picked up a knock and being brought back in slowly, or dropped for a little bit just to rest him. So hopefully he's going to be back this week and we'll start getting a bit better Brentford scores, because he really is the thing that pulls us up another level. And then in classics, we got 2 essence from this team, with Jose Sarr getting a clean sheet and a couple of the Wolves guys in there, and then Semenyo doing okay and Welbeck doing okay. Nothing really to shout about for those two, but Wolves doing all right. I'm hoping this week Wolves don't do all right because they're playing Ipswich. Although Ipswich, how can I forget, got a win. 2-1 against Bournemouth. Delap and who was it? Broadhead scored. I'm annoyed because I was thinking about playing Broadhead instead of Hutchinson, and I think Hutchinson must be injured. So he didn't play, and we could have actually got something if I'd have put Broadhead on instead. So really annoyed because I do have him as a card. But O'Shea playing really well as well. I'm hoping they keep that going for this game today, because I'm recording it on the Saturday when they're playing Wolves, but we will see. I might be really disappointed next week. Then the contender, we didn't really have many goalkeepers or any players who were playing regularly in the midweek, so didn't do well, and I was expecting it. Under 23s, again, we didn't do that well with. Didn't have any starting keepers really, apart from AZ, and they seem to be on a bit of a dip of form right near the end of the season. They're starting to wobble a little bit. And then in the specials, we didn't get anything as well, but we did get some players doing all right. Renente getting a 60, McCarthy getting a 71 and a clean sheet, but we were nowhere near, unfortunately, with that. And we were doing a little bit better with the commons, but we weren't quite there. So that's how this week went. It's a bit tricky at the moment because of the internationals. Like the week after, a lot of players are dropped or rested. So I think in the Premier League especially, there was a lot of players which would usually play, which were dropped or were injured or stuff like that. So I did struggle with this weekend here, getting anything. But I'm hoping this weekend that we're in now, where are we? 5th and 6th, we should hopefully be doing a lot better in terms of scores and getting some better rewards. But we'll just have to wait and see next week. We're now going to jump on to the player to watch. Okay, so this one's a little bit of a different player to watch, and it's Ryan Kent, because he's just signed for the Seattle Sounders, in the MLS, and he, as you can see, has not played a lot. He has been with Fenerbahce for a while, and I think he fell out with the manager or something. Something went on, and he's just not been played. But moving over to the MLS, he's 28 years old, and he's a fairly decent striker from what I know. Back in when he used to actually play before he got dropped, as you can see, he actually was all right. I think he played for Rangers. So he could be one of those players which appears in the MLS as like this kind of weird move, which no one really saw coming, and could be a really good player for them. I think he could not be. He could be an absolute flop, and he could not pick up the pace. He hasn't played professionally for this year. Basically, he's probably still been training and stuff, but he's not actually played games. So that's always gonna hurt your progression, and he might just need a little bit of time to get back up to speed. But I will say MLS is probably not as high a pace, as intense as like the Europe leagues. Like, no offense to it, but it just isn't. So it could potentially be that he finds that his sort of level there, and he actually starts to get some more game time and get some goals and stuff. Now cards, he isn't the cheapest. Like he's not like break the bank expensive, but you can go from anywhere from £4 to like £8, £9, £10 in manager sales. I don't know if he even is sold as a so rare instant buy, so you have to pick him up from a manager. But if you're looking for an MLS player who could potentially either increase in value, or he could be a really good one to have for this season, the next season, then Ryan Kent is a shout for me. It could go terribly wrong. So if you're don't want to take the risk on it, don't. And wait and see maybe a couple of games, see if he's actually played, see if he's still fit, still looking sharp in front of goal. But yeah, he's one which I already had. I think in this in Sorare Sundays I crafted him, and I was kind of disappointed at the time. But now that I've got him, and and I didn't have to pay for him, but he's kind of ready to use in one of my MLS teams, he could potentially be a really good one to have. So we'll just wait and see. I'm gonna say he's one to watch, and hopefully it will pay off in the end. So that's my player to watch. Let me know what you think. I'm trying to think of players in either MLS or J League from now on until we start the new season, with or K League, sorry, as well, because they've just started their new season. Because if we suggest Premier League players or like Europe competition players like Eredivisie or Serie A or anywhere like that, their in seasons are not going to last for that long. So we should probably not be like buying up many in seasons at the moment and waiting for the new ones that will come out later down the line in like 4 or 5 months time. So yeah, let me know what you think, and if there's any players that you're keeping an eye on, especially in the MLS, K League or J League. K League and J League is a bit annoying because they don't have any dedicated leagues within or competitions in Sorare. It would be quite nice if they did, but not at the moment. So they're good for contender, but not so good compared to MLS sort of players. But they're now at a premium MLS players because of that. But we're gonna jump through to what's in the box. What's in the box? And Rivals has really saved us with what's in the box, because we've got 9 boxes from Rivals to open. Now, we keep saying every week, Rivals is supposed to be going at some point. I'm just not sure when. Oh, we got a card. Wow. Livramento. It's a card I've already got. But, I'm always happy to pick up a card. That actually makes me think. I have Livramento already. I also have, from the same team, I think, Duda. And I'm thinking of doing a giveaway either next week or the week after. So if anyone knows, one thing I'm not sure is how to actually transfer the card to the winner. So if anyone knows how to do that, if you could let me know in the comments, that would be great. If not, I'll go on to like the subreddit or something for SoRare and check with them and see what the best way is doing it. And then I'll next week probably do like a like, comment, and subscribe competition where you can potentially win one of these cards. And let me know if you'd like one of these cards, if it's or if you're not that fussed at the moment and you don't really care. But yeah, that's something which I'm thinking of doing. But that's not a bad pull, just from a Rivals box. And like I was saying, sorry, Rivals is, I think, supposed to be going at some point, and they're gonna, I think, be bringing in a similar approach to the NBA, having a daily, rather than Rivals. So like you play a team and then like you win a reward for it, rather than going up against like one person. So if they do that, I quite like the idea of it. So it'll be interesting to see how that transition works and what the sort of reward system is like from that. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments as well, if you think that that's actually going to happen or not. And if if you're still playing Rivals or if you've dropped off, because I know quite a few people have actually dropped off playing Rivals and not enjoying it as much as they used to because of the lack of rewards. As you can see, I'm getting nothing but tickets at the moment. But yeah, I'm still enjoying it for the aspect of I like playing fantasy football. So it's still enjoyable. So with Rivals, we got enough essence at least to do a pull this week. Let's see what our cap 250 box is going to give us. 1 essence. So we now have 22 essence. I was talking ages ago about, it was only 2 weeks ago, about saving it till we get to like the 50, 100. But we actually lucked out and there was a half price one. So we ended up getting some T4s and that. And they were okay. But I think I'm going to do a T5 20 essence pull now, just because I want to have a pull in this video and see what happens. So, and I might save them later. We'll see. When we get closer to the new seasons and the new in-season cards, I might save it for that, and then we'll have like a big let's run a load when we get to the new in-season cards. Let's have a look at what we've got. Okay, Ivory Coast defender for Nottingham Forest. Hey, okay. Do you know what? I was going to be like, I actually use a Nottingham Forest stack, so that's going to be really helpful. But it's 33-year-old Willie Arond Bolly, and he's not that good, is he? Unfortunately. Should we have a quick look at him? So Bolly, he's played 1 game in the last 2 months. He's played this season occasionally off the bench. He's not one you can really rely on to play very regularly, is he? I mean, he scored and got an assist back then. He did all right, didn't he? He scored a goal against Chelsea. Don't remember that. That must have been way last season. But yeah, not the best of pulls, but you know what? It adds to the collector score for Nottingham Forest, I guess. So I'll take that. And he doesn't even look like he plays for his nation anymore. He just sits on the bench. So unfortunate, but we also did pull Livramento, which like I said, I have this card already, but he does play a little bit more regularly for his team, mainly off the bench, but he's getting a bit more game time. And as you can see, he's also playing for his nation off the bench and got a really good score actually against Angola for Cape Verde. So that's pretty decent. He's not a very expensive card, but if you're looking for a Serie A player who you can stick in a limited and he can play under 23s as well, so he might be worth just having in your collection. So yeah, let me know if you're interested in a giveaway for him. The other one that I was thinking of giving away is Duda, which I'll just quickly pop up. So Duda is the other one. He's a 29-year-old midfielder. He plays for Slovakia and regularly, I think. He also plays regularly for his team. He has had a little bit of an injury problem this season, but when he does play, he plays fairly well. And he's for the same team, Verona. So yeah, if you're interested in a giveaway for him as well, let me know in the comments. And that's something which I'm thinking about doing. But for now, we're going to jump on through to NBA. And in NBA, we continue to improve and progress. Most of we got 6 boxes, and most of the 6 boxes we got through the dailies. So we yesterday only got 20 common essence. It gets a little bit funny. It doesn't let you click through sometimes on the top here. Then the day before we got a 2-star box and a star common card through this team. Giannis getting 126 is insane. And LeBron getting the 72 is pretty decent as well for him. I mean, he was injured for a little while, so seems like he's bounced back and looking good. We also got 200 common essence through this team as well, which is pretty decent. And then we got a 2-star box from this team. everyone just kind of pulling their weight no one really like jumping ahead apart from Demar. Okay, someone did in the comments say you really need to work on your pronunciation for the NBA players. I'm sorry, man. I'm not good at pronouncing names in general, so I'm trying my best. But Demar, let's just go with that. Getting a 51. And then nothing else with the limits. We do struggle with the limited stuff, unfortunately. Then we also got a 1-star for this team and 111 for Steph Curry. He's absolutely killing it this season. And then a 65 with that team. And then the last day, we got a tier 4 common and a 65 common essence. So overall, the dailies are working really well for me, and I'm enjoying them. I'm enjoying playing them, to be fair. And then with the pro, I don't think we got a lot, to be fair, with this one. Yeah, we got one common card, which I can't, to be honest, remember what it was. We did really poorly this week with these ones. Just having a look, I don't think there was anything that was even that close to getting something. And then with the weekend, we got a 1-star box and a tier 2 from this team. And we got some more boxes down here, didn't we? Yeah, we got 2-star box from both of these underdog teams. As you can see, Gillespie doing really well with 49. And Jacoby Walter, I think is how you say that name. I'm trying my best, getting a 45. I think he's quite a young up-and-coming player who's done really well for Raptors this season. I'm trying to keep up with Raptors because they're like my favourite team. And they look like they're doing all right, to be fair. A lot of their young players coming through and really performing well at the moment, which is cool. So that's how we've done through the week. We're going to open some boxes now. I don't think we're probably going to have enough to do a pull because you need like 50 to do an essence pull with NBA. So we're going to see what we get. You do get more limited essence in the boxes than you do in football. So there is a chance if we get some big numbers, we're not getting them at the moment, but there is a chance we'll get something. But if not, I'm thinking next week or the week after we might get one. 5. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get up to 50, unfortunately. I do like that you get more essence than just like one at a time in these ones, though. Oh, money. Wants me to spend money. You know I don't like these. So it's a little bit disappointing when you get them. Because it's just like, come on, you don't want to spend money here, don't you? And then 3. So, okay, we've got 40. So all we have to do is get a few boxes over the next week to get up to 10. And then we should be able to do a T4 pull. And hopefully it'll be decent. Or let me know in the comments if you think I should hold off and try and get 100 and do a T3 pull. Because I'm not against doing that. But let me know what you think is the best option for the NBA cards. Because I know what football's like. I don't really know what the pulls are like with this NBA essence. So it'll be good to know. In terms of Major League Baseball, I've given up on it. I've not enjoyed it. I don't understand it fully. So I'm going to give it a rest and let the season start and see how it goes. And maybe come back to it when things are a bit more in swing, so to speak, you know. But yeah, it's not my thing. I can just tell that it's not what I'm looking to do. I'm enjoying NBA and football way more, so I'm going to stick with them. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this week. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and come back next week to see some more Sorare stuff and potentially a giveaway. And I will see you when I see you.